Hello! Good evening! Welcome! Hope everyone's been doing well. So it's been about a week. Previously, we were working on the visual interface of Minesweeper, making sure that you can see like the counter of the flags and the timer for the duration of the gameplay. Next up, we are going to work on the game over section. Basically making sure that once we fulfill the requirements of like said game over, such as detonating a mine or somehow completing the game resets. So we're going to be doing that today. And I see some people in chat. Hi, Likeable. Hi, Purple Fish. Welcome on in. Hope y'all are doing well. I feel a little anxious for some reason, but I'm going to just do my best. I've been wanting to code for a while. So we're just going to have some fun tonight. Feel free to let me know how y'all are doing. Let me go ahead and change scenes real quick. Sorry to hear about anxiety. It just be like that. Like, I've lived with these anxieties that I have, and the only way that I can get through these anxieties and not have it be in the way is to literally just force my way through them. Otherwise, like, I can't do anything. I finally can watch it at work. Everyone's exhausted after booting. What happened last weekend? Were you at a conference? If you don't mind me asking, that is. Okay, so right now we have our code. This is specifically in the main one, and we have a little bit of a game over. Oh, PAX Australia was showing off a game. Oh, that's cool. That's really cool. I hope it went well. Let's see how our game is, just so that we remember what we did. So yes, there is a counter for the number of flags, so when I put down a flag, it tells me how many flags I can put left. And then I can just right click on these again. And if I click on these, the flags won't disappear because it's telling me, hey, that is a mine. But when we play the game, boom. We have this, we started putting this in, the boom, and then try again. We're not completely done yet, but we're close. We're close. Alright, let's continue to... Oh man, we are so close to finishing, like about 30 or so minutes in. I believe there's some other parts. What's good, I'm only freelancing on it, so I was only there for one day, but met some good devs and publishers I can talk to about my solo endeavor. Ah! Haha! I see the pun. Endeavor. That was a good pun. That might be a good name for like a dev vlog too. You might want to have it like your endeavor vlogs. Just saying. I think it'd be a good name. Okay, let's see. Where were we last time? So we are at around 1:16:12 if people are following along. Perhaps, mayhaps. Right. For some reason though, when I say mayhaps or something like that, people would tell me I sound like a YouTuber, and they would not know that I actually am one. And I'm like, uh-oh. Are the people around me finding out about me? Also start in Godot so I can properly absorb your cool... I am a complete beginner at coding. Like, whenever I see my coding compared to my friends' coding, oh my gosh, I'm a baby. I'm a complete baby. Like, if you've seen Asahi Lina streams, or Cyan Yan streams, or Expired Popsicles, or Aki Nyan streams, those girls are way better than me. I am just starting my journey. I appreciate that you complimented, but there are a lot of cool programming VTubers out there. It's not just me. But I appreciate it. I just feel shy. Okay, let's continue. Oh, the desktop audio was off. Let me put that back on.
Over here and add a script to it.
Okay,
Script is going to be really basic. There's not going to be a lot here. In fact,
oh, we're going to make a script. Okay, let me... Inventor, software development, Twitch account. No, that's not. Okay, do we have a script? Yes, we do have a script of sorts. Apparently. Oh, we don't have a script for this one. Okay, I see. We don't have a script according to this. We're gonna make a script. We are not gonna have it in scenes. We're going to make sure our files are organized. Because if there's one thing I could teach, is to make sure that y'all have an organized like file system. Because if you lose your assets and you don't know where they are, it's gonna make your programming a nightmare. Or at least your game development a nightmare. Because, like, one thing that I've experienced is when I'm trying to find an asset, and the name of said assets I don't personally know, but the people who made them, they know it. And it's really frustrating when you're like, I want to help out, but the names are inconsistent. So it's just like, come on. So keeping, like, consistent languages, consistent naming conventions is very helpful for, like, cross-team like collaboration. Okay. Extends, canvas layer, main GD, tile map GD. And it honestly, like, it can happen in any like really big cross collaboration things. But keep in mind, the views that I'm saying here are my own views. I need to reiterate that. Let's see. We got the script. Did I do it properly? I should know how to make a script by now. If I don't, well, that kind of sucks. Okay, yeah, I did it. I did it, yeah, that looks about right. Okay, so what are we gonna put in this?
We can remove these two functions.
Okay, remove those two functions. Okay. Goodbye. Are you going to import anything? Import something? Question mark?
All we need is a new signal called restart.
Oh.
Then we go into the...
Okay, that's very simple. Like, the whole signals thing, I like how they're like common use language, like common use things in game, so that it's just easy to make them.
This button, go into its signals and look for pressed.
Restart button pressed.
So I didn't define this. This is just from the button.
Okay, so I'm assuming that when I go to here, yeah, when pressed. Okay. You know, now that I think about it, aren't there the Twitch creator clubs? I was thinking of joining them, but at the same time, like, I see Twitch as... Because, well... Like, it has both good and bad parts about... this announcement. I will say I am not graduating. That's not the announcement at all. I'm still going to continue VTubing as much as I can. It's just, it's not going to be as frequent as your everyday corporate VTuber. I mean, you guys pretty much know that I'm not the most consistent VTuber out there. That's why I'm really happy that even with the lack of consistency, I still have people that want to come by and hang out with me, which really means a lot.
Actually should be familiar because we've just done this with our tile map, so you may be able to figure out what's about to happen. But we go into here, go into our game over.
Okay, so we go to main, game over, okay. Yeah, main, game over, and then...
We're seeing, and now we have a new signal.
We have a new signal. And then let's go to... Is it base button? I don't think it's base button. Okay, that should be fine. I hope that helped when I added it. Make sure... over. It appears like wonder what happens if I click that. Okay, and then if I go to main, it's not here. So I'm like confused. I'm like, am I supposed to say things here? Hello? Oh, is it this? No, I don't think that's not it, I think. Supposed to do a game over. Alright, let's replay the video to make sure I follow the correct steps.
Link this one into our game over scene. So many spaces. And then we can emit. All we need is a new signal called restart. And then we go into this button go into its signals and look for pressed. So I didn't define this. This is just from the button node. We link this one into our game over scene. So many spaces. And then we can emit that.
I kind of want to completely restart it. Like, I am going to disconnect this button. I'll disconnect. And then delete this. Then redo it myself. So we're going to have the signal restart, right? And then node pressed. It'll be this one specifically. Connect. Back. And then this one will be restart dot emit. Okay. Control S. It's now in game over. And then within the main, that appears. There's this restart. But I'm not so sure if that's the correct one. Which is interesting.
Restart signal. So now this part actually should be familiar because we've just done this with our tile map. So you may be able to figure out what's about to happen. But we go into here, go into our game over scene, and now we have a new signal.
I fixed it. Okay, cool. I just need to make sure the steps are correct.
Appeared. So we can link this into our main function, our main script, and we have another function added down the bottom.
Okay. Honestly, that one takes a little bit of practice from me because I just want to make sure I do it correctly. Connect it to me. Goes right here. Perfect. There we go. On.
So this is where the benefit of creating this new game function on its own comes in, because now I can just call that, because we're restarting the game, so we're making a new game.
Oh, what is this? Okay, so it's new
This won't quite
game.
work, but let's try it.
Okay, so he literally just put it as new tab it, new underscore game, and like that. Something like that. But I'm not so sure if that will actually do anything, but let's see how he tests it out.
So everything's paused, I click, but nothing's happening. So why is that? Well, when we pause the game, everything pauses, including our game over scene. So that button doesn't actually respond anymore. We click on this again, go into inspector, and there's...
Okay, so we click the game over, right? Then we go to inspector. Okay.
The section here for process, this applies to every node in Godot. So every single node will have this. And it has a mode here. There's different options here, but the one we want is when paused. So whenever the game is paused, that's when this menu is active.
Ah, okay, it determines when things are active. Interesting. Okay, so when this paused, right? Yeah, for game over specifically. Okay, cool.
We try again. Click on a bomb. Now I'm able to...
Okay, let's see if that works now. Let's see. Alright, explode. Explode. Boom. Is it gonna work when I click try again? Let's see. Is it gonna work, y'all? It works! But it doesn't clear off the board. Oh. Okay, it lets me keep going until I make it boom again. Right? It works! It works! Somewhat. Oh my god, there's a lot, there's bombs here for sure. Yeah, that's a bomb. Yeah. But it's close. We at least have the restarting working, but what I'm guessing is gonna happen is that we need to make sure that the board is completely reset and cleared off. The timer starts back at 0. The flags start back at 40. So that's probably what we're gonna do next. Cause that makes sense for a new game. Yeah, it calls out the new game. Yeah, and then game over hide, pause, time elapsed. We probably need to put it within the function of new game where it just restarts everything. But I don't know how to do that exactly.
To restart. Restart doesn't work exactly as it should because we still have these revealed mines from before. That's okay. We'll get to that. Keep an eye on the numbers here. We have a 5, that's still 80. this resets back to 0. So the restart is working almost correctly. We just need a way of clearing the grid and getting everything back to normal again. And to do that actually won't be that difficult. Inside our tilemap script, we already have this new game function. And that new game function does everything for us. It clears everything and then it creates all the components of the grid. So that means that when we start a new game, we want to call this function again. Back in our main script, where we call this new game function, let's just do that. So before we hide our game over scene, we'll access our tilemap and we'll call the new game function.
Oh, okay, because you're calling it from specifically time. Oh, that is very useful. Because then you don't need to like copy a bunch of things. So tilemap dot new underscore game. There we go. And then basically this tilemap will connect back to here. And then with new game, yeah, it'll follow this specifically. It just brings it over here. Okay. You can just call things. That's cool.
Now this should work a lot better. I hit a bomb, hit restart, and now it's created a new scene.
Okay, that's what's supposed to happen. Okay, let's save this. Boom. Okay, try again. And it clears the board and resets everything. Okay, it's very close to functional. Very close to functional. So we actually just finished the game over in like 30 minutes. So that's pretty funny. Okay, that one's good. Yeah, we finished it really quickly. Because, like, the signals and everything makes it so much easier. It's pretty impressive how Godot, like, it looks intimidating at first, but then when you get into the flow of, like, how to make a game, like, the actual steps, like, establishing your scene, establishing your assets, and understanding, like, the variables that you need to put in, and how the variables should interact with each other, it makes it a lot easier. And plus, if you look at the documentation for Godot, it can probably tell you, like, hey, you need to do this kind of thing. We already have a preset for that specifically. Like restarting the level to make sure that you start back at the beginning unless you have a save point. It has something like that. That's what I'm guessing, which is really cool. And it makes me want to try making my own game soon. I've learned quite a bit, but you haven't really learned until you put it to practice. So I get some things, right? But I think I need to put this to practice.
So if I click here, there was previously a 3, but now there's a bomb there. I click again, well, it's still a bomb because I've got so many of them. But I guess that doesn't matter. You showed the first example, it cleared and it generated a new set of mines and new numbers. What normally happens in Minesweeper though, is when you click on a mine, it reveals all of the mines. So it shows you where all of the other mines were. So we need to do that as well. We go into our tilemap script, and inside our input function down here, where...
Oh, okay, we have to go really deep into tilemap. Okay. Okay, let's go. So within tilemap, in around 188, around there, function... What's uncle? Oh, it's not that far in. Okay, it's hundreds. Okay. So, starito. If event is input, event, mouse button. Okay, and then somewhere around here. Okay, cool. Coolio.
We check if we've clicked on a mine. We emit this end game signal, and then we want to show mines. So we'll create a new function called show mines, and then we'll just define it underneath.
And then define it underneath, of course. You're always defining the functions. So it's underneath endgame, and then show underscore mines. And then we need to define the function. I'm just trying to figure out where we should put it. Where do we put the function?
But I'm going to do it a little bit further down so I can keep these left and right clicks as they are. Just here, we'll say...
Okay, put it in 153. So around here. So after cells reveal, we are going to establish the function. So function show lines. Okay. Something like that. That's what I'm guessing. Okay, and what do we need to put?
Okay. new function show underscore mines. And what this will do is iterate through the mines. So we'll say for mine in mine coordinates, which is the array that we created right at the beginning.
Okay, for mine in mine chords. Okay. Actually, let's put this back by one. Coolio.
When we actually generated the mines, if is mine at that coordinate, then we erase the cell of grass. So we want to get rid of the grass, and that's going to reveal all of those mines. So we'll call the grass layer at coordinate mine. Should be it.
Okay, let's try that. So for mine in mine chords, if is mine, then we erase the cell of the mine, specifically the grass layers covering the mines. That's what I'm assuming. Okay.
If I try this now and I hit a mine, there we go. So now it's revealing all of the mines for us.
Oh.
If I reset, everything goes back to normal.
Oh, okay. Let's see how that works. Control S. And then let's see if that works, just like in the example. Boom. Okay, it shows me all of the mines. Excellent. Okay, let's try again. Ooh, okay, I cleared that off. Clear that off. How about... Okay, that's 3. Okay, cleared off that one. No! Okay, it showed me all the booms. Ah, I was so close. Okay. So that works as intended. That was pretty easy.
So by this point, the game is really coming together. But there's a couple of bonus features that I want to add. So for example, in the original Minesweeper game, if you click the first cell and it's a mine, you can't lose. So basically every first click is always clear. It's always safe. That's not the case in this game. I could click on a mine. I'm getting a little bit lucky with my first clicks here, but you have seen in the previous examples, I have run the game.
Ah, no, Ants, get out of here. Jeez. It just like flashbanged y'all. Oh my goodness. You know, in my early years, I wanted to make manga. Because, like, you know, that's kind of like the thing when you read a lot of manga and you're like, oh, this is actually really fun to read. And you want to make some yourself. But then you realize how hard it is and you're like, ugh. Yeah. So, at one point in my life, I could have been a comic artist, writer. Another life, I could have been an artist. Another life, I could have been a lot of things, actually, but somehow I became a game dev. Which is pretty awesome, because when I was younger, I think I talked about this on Blue Sky and like a couple other social media platforms, but basically, I was discouraged. I was very discouraged from pursuing computer science. They would tell me that my math skills weren't enough. They would tell me that I'm not smart enough. Even barring me from like, your math grades are not that good, so we don't recommend that you actually take computer science. And ever since then, I was like, I guess I won't try. But now I'm surrounded by friends that are like me, but are very good programmers. And I'm like, you know what? If my friends can do this, then so can I. And I got in this journey of coding for like the past couple of months now, and I'm really happy. I'm really happy that I decided to give myself a chance to code, because like you can have the whole world tell you not to try it, but if at least one person, at least yourself, tells you to try it and you do it, it makes it so much worth it. Like a lot of the things in my life were people telling me that I shouldn't do this because it's not worth it. But then when I actually do it, I find myself being so satisfied that I was able to do it in the first place. And I really encourage those that often felt like, hey, I can't do this or I can't do that to just try it. You don't try it for the sake of trying it. Don't try it if it's gonna be like, oh, this should be for the money or like being famous or something. Like, no, just try it because you want to. That's a good enough reason to try anything. As long as it's safe, okay? Not endorsing dangerous things. I just want people to become the best version of themselves. That's really what I want to encourage here. And if I can show that I'm trying to be the best version of myself here, then I hope that it encourages anyone watching to be the best version of themselves too. Ooh, this must be muted.
What Minesweeper normally does is that if you click on a mine, it will move it to somewhere else. And that's what I'm going to do here. So we go into our input function here. And right now it's a little bit simple. We just check if it's a mine or a flag, and then that's it. We're going to add an extra little check. What we need to know is whether this is the first click of the game or not. So we actually need to differentiate this and track it. And yeah, before we go in here, we need to create this variable inside our main script.
Oh, in the main script. Interesting. Okay, so let me click into the main. Boop. We're in main.
So we go back up here and we'll say var first underscore click, and it's going to be a boolean variable.
You know, I need to understand these variables. Like, an int is like an integer. A float, I don't know. Int, integer. I don't really know what float and boolean do, because, like, early on in my programming lessons, I learned about integers. I learned about strings. Strings are specifically characters, but I don't necessarily know what float and boolean are yet. So, maybe later on I'll learn. Right now, I'm just gonna enjoy the fact that I'm learning something that I really like doing, which is making games. So we're gonna go here into main, we're gonna do variable first click, and this will specifically be a boolean.
Then as soon as we start a new game, we'll say that first click is equal to true.
First click equal true.
And now we can go into the tile map and use that variable. So this first part is okay. We're checking for the mine just like before. But now we don't instantly end the game. We'll add a comment to say, check if it is the first click.
Let me go do that to tile map right now. Tile map, scroll down, scroll up actually, and then it'll be around here, and specifically, if is mine map position. It's before the end game, so right here. Oh, whoopsies. Right there, right there. Okay, it will be hashtag check if it is the. If it is first click, go here.
So this way, if the first click is a mine, we're going to move that mine. So how do we check? Well, we go into the parent, say get parent, and the variable we want is first click. So if that is true, then this is just the first one.
Okay, let me put that in real quick. If the get parent of this variable, if you get the parent of this variable, okay, first click, put it to true.
We don't want to end the game right now. If it's not the first click though, then we do want to end the game.
Oh, okay. Else? That makes sense, yeah.
So we put this inside an else statement, and I'll add a little comment as well just to clear it up. So
okay, clear it up. Comments are your friend in coding. It helps people read it. Okay. If first click is done Continue as normal.
Here we'll say otherwise end the game.
Oh. Let's put that. That's short and sweet. I tend to write long-winded, so otherwise end the game.
But if it is the first click, then we need to move the mine. So we'll create a new function called move mine, and we pass in the current coordinates, which are map position.
Okay. Move the mine. See pause, but that's probably wrong.
So let's go and define this function first. We'll
Oh boy.
keep these as they are, just to keep a little bit of a structure. So after
show mines. Okay, this is going to be a lot of extra stuff. So after show mines, like around here. So function. What's it called? Mines, not cell size. Yeah, I just wrote it down. What was it? What was it? It's not. Oh, move mine.
mines, that's when we'll create this new function. Say,
oh, move mines. Oh, yeah, it has to be plural. Make sure the naming convention is the same, otherwise you're screwed. Okay.
move underscore mine. It takes the old position as an argument, and it's going to create a new position from that.
What? So there's a plural and then singular?
This is going to work is that we just move it to the first available space. So we start scanning the entire grid. We've done this previously. We just say for y in range rows, for x in range columns. So we go through every row and column and basically look at each tile. And then we check, is there a mine in that space? We'll say if not is underscore mine, vector 2 I, x and y coordinates. So if there's no mine at that space, then that's okay. We can move our mine into this new position. So first of all, we need to update our array.
Oh boy. Arrays are coming back, y'all. Okay. Alright, so under move mine for y in range rows. Okay. And for x in range columns. If not is mine, then vector 2i and then x, y. And then something about... oh, whoopsies. Okay, whoopsies. Hashtag update.
Tracks the coordinates. And that array is mine chords. We need to know the index of this old position. And for that, we'll put the same array back inside. Say mine chords dot find old position.
Okay. So we're going to update the array. And to update the array, we need to put this mine underscore chords. Mine chords dot find old position. Okay.
Once we found it, we set that to the new position, which is vector 2i, x and y.
Okay, vector 2i, x, y. Okay.
Coordinates that we've just discovered. And And then we need to move the old mine from the tile map as well. So let's say clear the old mine, which is done by erasing the cell. Erase cell, mine layer, and it is old position. So we're clear the old position.
Okay, let me add that real quick. So I'll go here. Okay, we got the vector 2i. Cool. And then we also need to clear the old line. And to do that, we need to do erase underscore cell. Oh, wait, this is the wrong one. So, there we go. Erase cell, mine layer, old position. I wonder why this is up. Mine square chords. Okay. Mine underscore chords dot find old underscore position parentheses. Okay. And then vector 2i. Move mine. What did I? Oh. Okay, too many for move mine? Huh? For the move mine call. I mean, I have to show mine. And then move mine. Probably too many arguments. We're not sure how. Oh! Oh, that's probably why. Old position. Yeah, so move mine old position. And then is my mine. Got that. We got that situated.
Then we set the new position. Move to new free space. Set underscore cell, mine layer, and the position again is vector 2i x and y. So our new coordinates. File ID from before, that doesn't change. And then the mine atlas, so we know what image to use.
Mind app. Okay, so from the erase underscore cell, like move to new free space. So underscore cell. So mine layer. I don't know if I have a mine layer. I have a mine layer, and then vector 2i xy file ID, and then mine atlas. Okay, let's see if that's correct.
And lastly, it's no longer the first click. So we need to remove that variable or set it to false. Say get parent dot first click is equal to false.
Okay, let's do that one. And then since no longer first click, get underscore parent dot first click equals.
And I see this is still red because I've made a typo up here.
I knew it! I knew what the typo was. It's supposed to be mine underscore layer. Haha!
Then once all of that is done, we need to stop iterating because otherwise we're just going to keep creating mines. Problem is, if I add a break statement here, it will only break out of this first loop. It won't break out in the second loop. So we need to add an additional check here, which is get underscore parent dot first click is equal to true.
Oh, okay, to just have another check involved. So if not, and get parent first click is okay.
So this might seem a little bit repetitive because we already have that here. So we're checking for that variable already. But the reason I'm adding it a second time is that as soon as we set it to false here, because we've moved the mine once, the for loop will continue, but this won't fire again. So this should move the mine for us. But the problem is that the numbers aren't going to change. So let's just demonstrate this and see how it's working. We'll hide the grass so that we can actually see the mines. And let's click on this mine here. Now the mine is moved, but the numbers haven't changed. So that number 2 is still there, which is the problem. So let's now update the numbers. We go into our generate numbers function.
Okay. Alright, we're going back. We're going back in. Control S. Save in it. Why am I not able to write? That's yikes. Is it because of the move mine? Huh. Interesting. Interesting. So, parser error. Too many arguments for move underscore mine call. So I have this move mine. Okay, and then we also have this move mine. So I'm calling this too often? Question mark? I am going to look at his GitHub just to be certain. Because I remember it was like that. So I'm going to look at the scenes. And this scene would specifically be in the tile map. Scroll down. So, alright, so it's around 1 to 14. Okay, if is mine, map position. Okay, and if get parent dot first click, then move mine, map position. Oh, something about generate numbers. Process lift click position. Else endgame dot emit show mines. Okay, so we got one move mine there, right? The other move mine is the established function, right? Okay, move mine based on the old position for Y in range rows, for X in range columns. If not, is mine vector XY. And get parent first click equals true. The mine chords dot find old position equals vector 2i xi. Array cell, mine layer, old position, set layer, mine layer, vector 2i, tile ID, mine atlas. Oh, get parent. Okay, so this is correct. I don't know what this is trying to do. So I just want to save. Okay. Interesting. Oh, is it because of this? Yeah, it's just not responding. Okay. So let's do this. Control S. Debug session closed. Did it save that? Yes, it did. Oh, and now it works. Okay, cool. Whoa, okay. Okay. We're going somewhere. We're going. That's a bomb. That's not a bomb. Oh. Oh, it showed me the mines. I don't think that's the intention here. Okay, I cleared off that. 2, 3. Boom. Okay, showing me the rest of it. But damn, it's showing me actual mines here. Gosh dang. Okay, so that code is actually all good. So the next part is I need to do something. Man, I forgot what I was doing. Don't you just like hate it when you forget easily? I think it's part of like me being too sleepy. It just be like that. But I'm so close to finishing. Like, we're almost there. Look at that. Look at that. Look at this. We're almost there. So we gotta keep going. 25 minutes, 1 hour and 25 minutes, and the total video is 1 hour and 39 minutes. We could do this. I want to at least reach the 129 mark. Because that means only 10 minutes left. That's pretty good.
It will initially get called and it will create all the numbers. If we call it again, it already has a bunch of numbers there. So it's just going to be overriding the existing numbers. It means that we need to clear what was already there. I'll add a comment to say clear previous numbers in case the mine was moved.
Okay. So we are going to go up to 59. Around there, yeah. Generate numbers, and then we're going to have a comment. So this comment says clear previous numbers in case the mine.
And that's done by saying clear layer, and the layer is the number layer. Now we can call this function.
Whoa, wait. Go back. Clear layer.
And the layer is the number layer.
Okay, cool. Clear layer to number layer. Okay.
Now we can call this function just after we move the mine. So we can say generate numbers, and it will actually just get rid of what was there, and it'll...
Oh, wait, go back. So this is around 114. Okay. So around 114. If the get parent first click is move underscore mine, and then after that will be...
So we can say generate numbers, and it will actually just get...
Okay, generate numbers, cool. So put generate numbers on after move mine.
rid of what was there, and it'll create a new set. So let's click on this. Now it's moved the mine, and it's also recalculated the numbers for us. And that looks like everything works fine, but if I put the grass back on, and I probably need to increase the number of mines quite a lot just to test this. Say there's 150 mines, just to make sure I click on the mine to start with. So I clicked on the mine there, nothing happened. That's because it hasn't processed the left click. It moved the mine over here, but it didn't clear the tile. So back in here,
in tile map.
So inside this input section, we
around 113. Okay, back to 113. What do we need to add to make sure that even when we click the grass, it doesn't just switch it up? We keep switching, so yeah, we need to unveil the grass. We need to unveil the grass layer too.
Get our first click. We still need to process the left click. So
okay, process left click. So this is under move mine to generate numbers. Oh! Thank you for the boyo. How you doing?
Yeah, this is big brain time.
Yeah, big brain. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Thank you, Salvi.
Still run that, and we pass in the map position.
So we pass in the map position. Okay, cool. Here we go. How are you, Salvi? I hope you've been doing well.
It's moving the mine, and it's clearing the space that's underneath it. We could, however, end up with a different scenario, which isn't obvious. So let's hide the grass, and let's say I click on a number. So we know that there should be grass here, right? So if I click on this, this is my first click. Now the next click shouldn't be a safe click. So if there's a bomb, I should be able to click on it. When I do, it still moves it, because it still thinks that's a first click because it's the first time it clicked on a mine. What I actually need to do is, as soon as I have a left click anywhere, so where's my process left click? In here. As soon as I have that, the first thing I need to do is say it's no longer first click.
Okay. Been surviving work and life. I feel that. I definitely feel that right now. Hope my best friend's been well. I'm doing alright. I'm doing the best I could. It's just kind of like, I can tell that I need to grow more, but I'm kind of tired of grinding for most of my life, so I kind of just want to relax, but then at the same time I feel like I'm behind. So it's a weird first world problem that I'm having right now, and then, you know, the world is not exactly in a great state either. So I can say that I'm doing fine, but it's just my life that's fine. But as someone that cares about other human beings, it's totally not fine right now. So it's been tough. It's been tough. Like, I felt like I had to compartmentalize and take a break from things, just so that I can take care of myself. Because at the end of the day, the person that can take care of me the best is myself. And I need to learn to rely on myself.
And I'll say get parent first click is equal to false.
That makes sense. So no longer first click. Okay. No longer first click, so get parent dot first click equals false. Cool. Not gonna lie, I think I should follow that video where it just talks about how to learn GDScript. I think that would help me the most with this. Yeah, I feel that so well. Yeah, and it's like, there's so many things that happen in like a casual entertainment setting, like with the VTuber space, and then overall politics, and then there's my own personal issues in life, that there's just so many problems that I know exist, but I'm kind of like picking and choosing which one to prioritize right now, because there's just too much going on, and it can easily make one depressed. So what I can do is just focus on what I feel like I can control at this time. And what I can really control is like how I react to things, how I believe things, how I make choices from then on. Like, I can choose to continue learning programming, and that makes me happy.
If I test this again, I click on a space I know is safe, and then I click on a mine, and this time it ends the game. So let's just put the grass back on. And now we can move on to the next part, which is detecting when we actually won the game. So if we clear all of the mines, let's set the number of mines to, let's set it to 1. It'll be...
Ah! Ads! Stinky. Stinky ads. How dare they? Hiya. I'm just trying to wait for this ad to pass through. Silly ad. I think the one good thing that's been happening for me lately is that I've been able to buy things that I need to buy. And that's such a privilege right now. I bought some pieces for a Halloween costume because I'm actually going to be attending a Halloween party this weekend. I know it's a bit early, but it's a Halloween party. I gotta go. That's like the one party that I would actively go to, you know? Like, those are so fun. You get to wear a costume, you get to have fun. I'm not gonna say what my costume is though, because that's private. That's my boundaries. I don't want to say where I will go exactly, but I know I will go to a Halloween party. I think that's the most important detail. That's a Halloween party. That is it. Because outside of VTubing, I'm trying to develop my own social life, which can be a little bit tough. Because you want to have your career, you want to have your personal life and hobbies, you want to have a social life, and then technically VTubing in a way is like a second job because I'm a Twitch affiliate, but you know, I'm just overall chill about this. And I mainly use streaming as a way to like learn about things I've always wanted to learn and connect with people who want to learn about the thing that I also want to learn, which is coding. Yay!
At this point, the game should finish, right? I've won the game, but we don't have a condition for that.
Ah, so now that we are done with the game over, we need the win condition. Okay.
What we will do is every time we click with the left mouse button and we process that left click, we need to check, was that the last empty tile? Have we just cleared the entire board? So at the bottom of our process left click function down here.
Okay, so around line 142. If I could find it. So it's under, if not is number, cells to reveal, 0, cells to reveal. Okay, and then it has to be right below here. Okay.
We'll just tidy this up. I don't know why there's an extra line there. So make sure you've gone back in indentation, so we should just be inside this function and not inside the while loop. And we'll add a comment to say once click is processed, check if all number tiles are cleared.
Okay. I'm gonna put that. Hashtag once click process. Check if all numbered tiles are clear.
Number. For that, we'll create a temporary variable, or just a local variable rather. All cleared is set to true.
All cleared equals to true. Okay. A variable, huh? I don't think I've made a local variable before, so this will be interesting.
So that'll be a boolean and it'll begin as true. Then we iterate through all the cells. So say for cell in get underscore used underscore cells, and we pass in our number layer.
Ooh, okay. Let's see here. For cell in get underscore used cells number underscore layer. I'm assuming it's actually supposed to have a colon, and I go from there, but probably wrong. I'm assuming.
I don't have to define this function. That's something that comes in tile maps, and it just tells me all of the cells that have a
Ooh, I was right about the colon. Sweet.
tile in them. So basically all the ones that have a number and they're not empty. And I'm going to check if any of them have grass on them. So if is grass cell, well, that means that I haven't cleared all of the cells, right? If one cell still has grass on it, then that means that I haven't cleared the whole thing. So all cleared, unfortunately, is false. We haven't won the game yet.
Huh? Hello! I'm trying to read the name. Sermakova. Thank you for the follow. Hope you've been doing well. It's nice to meet you. Yeah, I had to move my screen over so I can see the name because my eyes are like... My screen are small. I make my windows small so that I can see everything that I need to. But welcome. Hope you've been doing well. And also let me know what I should call you. Because I want to make sure I refer to you correctly. Okay. So, let's see here. I'm going to use get used cells. Okay, yeah, it's under here at this colon. So if it's a grass cell specifically, right? And then we want to check that. That means the all cleared is false because we don't win the game. Anything really, I don't mind. Okay, Surma. I'll just call you Surma if that's okay. Well, it's probably okay. It's nice to meet you. Hope you've been having a wonderful evening or day. Right now it's evening time for me because I'm on the west coast right now.
But if we finish that for loop and we haven't found a single grass tile, then this all cleared variable, it will stay true because that's what we set it off as at the beginning. And if that's the case, if all cleared, then we win the game. So we need to emit a signal here, which is going to be game 1.
Yeah, we are going to make ourselves a winner. If all clear, then the game 1.emit. I'm gonna guess it's an emit like that, but we shall see. Oh, you just woke up? Whoa! I hope you're having a wonderful morning then.
We defined it earlier, but now we can finally emit this.
Yeah.
Now I don't think I have connected the signal. Let's just see. No, I haven't connected it yet. So we select the tile map, go into our signal.
Okay, so select the tile map. Okay. And then from there, we're going to select a node. Okay. Come here.
Signals, and there's game 1. Connect that here. And
Wait, I'm going to see that again.
go into our signals, and there's game 1. Connect that here.
Okay, connected to main. Okay, I can do that. Let's see here. Connected to main, connect. And then where was that placed? Yeah, it's placed here. Okay.
And it's going to be the same as endgame. I'll actually put them next to each other rather than the restart function. And it will just trigger endgame. But now instead of
Oh, okay, just for like consistency's sake. That makes sense. We're going to move this. And then we are going to put it here. And then we are going to delete this so that my program does not freak out. There we go.
being a negative one, it'll be a positive one.
Oh.
So all that will happen is that the text will be different. Try it again. There we go. So that's it. We now have.
Oh, okay. Wait, go back.
Instead of being a negative one, it'll be a positive.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So, and game 1. Is it just 1? I'm assuming because it's already implied that's positive, so.
So all that will happen is that the text will be different. Try it again. There we go. So that's it. We now have a U-win scenario. It still pauses the game, and if I click this, we restart, the bomb is now in a different place. So at this point, you could definitely call it a completed game.
Did we finish it? I think we finished it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Let's. I'm gonna hear him out. Before we test it. Okay. I just want to see what else he says because there's there's 9 minutes left. I don't know what he's talking about, so we'll see what he's talking about.
We have all the functionality. We have a timer. We can place flags, and we can clear mines. There's a couple of little things that we still need to address. In the original Minesweeper game, if you were to left and right click at the same time on an empty cell, it kind of scans the area around it. So it scans all the tiles that are a region adjacent to that empty tile. And if there are no mines in it, then it clears it. So it's a quick way to open up the board, and it's one of the ways that you use flags. But we don't have that here at the moment.
What the? I got an ad. No ad. It does look like a cool game though, but that's not what we're trying to do. I just want to finish the game that we're making. We're almost there, 9 minutes in, but I want to make this as complete as possible because this is the furthest I've gone with a Godot project. I'm pretty proud of myself for getting this far. Because initially, when I wanted to start just making little games for myself, I wanted to just make visual novels and easy stuff like that. But I decided, you know what? Let's learn from some history. Let's learn from games history and try recreating some classic games. I recreated Pong. I recreated Space Invaders. Oh, excuse me. And then what else did we recreate? I know was there another game that I tried recreating? I feel like there was. Oh, Flappy Bird. Yeah, we recreated Flappy Bird, which is more of a modern classic game. And then finally Minesweeper.
Each feature to add in. We go back into our tile map script, and we start by going right to the top and adding a new variable. I'm going to do this just down here, and this is going to be toggle variable scan nearby mines.
Okay, so around line 32, got it. So around tile map, roll back up around, no, that's not it. This is under, yeah, it's under tile map, okay. So variable mine chords, What? Okay, we have our mine atlas. Okay, and then it'll be after this one. So we're gonna toggle variable to scan for nearby points. There we go.
Clicks at the same time. So we actually do this inside of our process function. I'll add a comment here to say scan my.
Interesting. In the process function, huh? Okay. Then let's go to process. I'm just gonna minimize this so it's easier to view. Okay, there's process. There is process. So it's under highlight cell, and we want to be able to scan points.
Lines, and I need to combine the two inputs. So I'll say if input dot is mouse. So this is quite long. Is mouse button pressed? Mouse button. Whoops. Should be mouse button left.
The typos are real.
So if it's that, and
mouse button right.
Because it's just typing the same thing again. This time it's mouse button right. So if both of them are pressed at the same time, then we meet the condition to do this scan.
Okay, let me just type that real quick because I have a feeling the next part is going to be a little much. So, just a guess. If the input is mouse button pressed, and mouse button left, and input that is mouse button pressed, mouse button right. Then we have to call this. Okay.
So first we need to know where are we scanning. What have I done? I've got too many brackets. Get rid of that bracket. Then we'll say var scan pause. So the position that we're actually scanning at is equal to, then again, we need to take the mouse coordinate and convert it to our grid coordinate. So local to map, get local mouse position. So we can.
Okay. I'm going to define the variable or local variable that's just come into the scene. Scan position. Colon equals local to map. Get local mouse. What's this now? Okay.
You can only scan if the tile has been revealed. That means that it can't be a grass tile.
If not,
say if it's not grass at the scan position, then we can carry out the scan. But we don't want to just hold down these two buttons and just move all over the screen. We only want it to apply once. So that's why we have this toggle variable. So we'll say if scanning is false, so if we're not currently scanning, then we scan mines. We haven't created this function yet, but that's the function that we're going to call.
Okay, cool. I'm going to copy that as is. So we established the mouse button left and right click. Then we established the local variable. So we need to define the loops that is happening when said buttons are clicked. So if not is grass, we scan the position. If scanning equals false, then we scan the mines. And we have not defined that variable just yet. We will define it later. Well, sooner than we thought.
We pass in the coordinate that the mouse is currently on, and then we set this scanning trigger variable, or this toggle, back to true.
Okay. There's a little bit more to add, apparently. Okay, we got the scan mines, specifically the scan position, and then gonna do scanning equals true. Okay.
So that means that once we trigger it once with a left and right click, we have to release those two buttons before it resets, which is why we add an else statement in here. And this is setting scanning back to false.
False. Okay. Because we don't want this to be a constant thing. We need it to actually end. That's why we need to add the else. Yeah, it's gonna be with this one. Else scanning equals false. Okay, it's aligned with the first if in this function. So
as soon as we let go of the mouse, or either of the two mouse buttons, this condition is no longer met and scanning can be done again. Now we need this scan lines function. Let's just go.
Yeah, we're gonna put this after highlights up, but before the comment. The function scan lines based on the position. So colon.
Which is where we've clicked. And then it's going to do something similar to what we've already done a few times. We need to look at all of the surrounding cells of the cell that we've just clicked on to scan. So we have a loop, which is for I in get all surrounding cells from this position. Keep it in double brackets. From this position. And this only works if there are no mines that haven't been flagged. So we'll say check if there are unflagged mines. So if there's a mine at that position and there is not a flag at that same position, well then that position has a mine on it. So we need a way of tracking these. And we'll just create a new variable right at the beginning, which is var unflagged underscore mines. We'll set up, I keep spelling it as mins. It's an integer and it's set to 0. So this is just our way of counting up mines. If there is a mine there, then unflagged mines is increased by 1. Then once all of that is done, so we'll come out of this for loop. Once that's completed, just fix this typo for I in get all surrounding cells. And this will just check how many mines do we still have around the cell that don't have a flag on them.
Okay, let me get that down. Sorry, I'm kind of speeding through this because I'm like, oh, I'm so close. I want to complete it. So I'm a little excited here. So variable unflagged mines, and where the integer is equal to 0. And we also have a loop here. So for I in get all surrounding cells based on the position that we clicked on. We're also going to specifically check if there are unflagged mines. So if the is mine I and not is flag I, then unflagged mines plus equals 1. Okay, oh. There we go. Oh. Typos everywhere. Okay, and then unflagged mines. Interesting. Okay.
Well, if there are none, so if unflagged mines is 0, well then that means it's safe to reveal those because we've marked the mines that are there with a flag, and then the remaining are just numbers. So we can reveal them. Say for cell in reveal surrounding cells, which is another function we used previously. So we have to pass in 2 arguments in here. And the first argument is cells to reveal. So the only cell to reveal here is the one we're on right now, which is the position, this variable here. But the...
Okay, I'm just gonna continue on from there. So if the unflagged mine is equals 0 for cell in reveal cells. I wonder why the unflagged underscore mines plus equal 1 is bad, but I think it's just moving over to the next thing. Just because it's incomplete.
The problem is
That's
that
why
this
I'm
is
sorry.
expecting an array, so we need to pass it in as an array.
Oh.
Then the second argument is also an array, which is our revealed cells. We're not tracking these, so we just pass in an empty array. We iterate through them, and then we clear them. And the way we clear them is just by left clicking. So if not is underscore mine, so if there's no mine in that particular cell, then we can just process a left click on it. Processed left click on that cell.
Yes, I am speeding through this. Okay, so for cell and revealing, reveal, and then we have an array here. So that means this will specifically have the position array and then a empty one, because we're not tracking it. And then, so if is not is mine cell, I see the min typo, process left click. No. Oh my. It is angry at me. And I'm not sure why. Don't you love it when your coding gets a little angry for no reason?
And I've done it again. I keep forgetting to put an E at the end. We'll just fix this typo. So if not is mine.
Oh. It's supposed to have an if anyways. Okay. If not. There's something off with this one. I'm not too certain on what. If unflagged underscore mind. Unflagged. I can spell unflagged. Oh, duh. It's not unglagged. It's unflagged. Okay, I fixed that. Always double check the variables. Always, always.
Okay, so let's just see if this works. I've only got one mine, so of course it won't work. Let's set this back up to make it too difficult because I want to test this quickly. So we'll say 20. Okay, so I've revealed this. If I left and right click at the same time, nothing happens. And I guess it won't on that one. But let's find a better candidate. So here, nothing happens. But if I mark this with a flag and do it again, it opens that cell. The same will happen here. And the reason for that is because I've marked this mine. If I didn't have it marked and I tried to do that like I did before, it wouldn't open. So if I do it here and I do that scan on the one, it opens. But if I get rid of that flag and I do the scan on this one, it doesn't open. So we're actually almost there. But there is another part of this, which is that what if you mark the wrong mine with the flag? Well, if you were to do that in the Minesweeper game, if you put the flag on a wrong mine and you try to scan, that's the risk of it. It will then end the game. So you blow up the mines because you flagged the wrong one. So we need to add that check in here as well. And we can do that, let's see, go back to our script, inside the same scan mines function. So right at the beginning, before we've checked if it's an unflagged mine, we do the opposite. We check if there are any unmined flags.
Unmined flags. Okay. Okay, let me see here. I check if there are any unmined flags, and then continue from there.
So the check is the reverse, and I'm actually just going to copy this because it's practically the same thing. But now it's saying is flag and not is mine. So we've put a flag basically in the wrong place.
Okay. So if is flag I and not is underscore mine
Well, in that case, that's pretty much it. We just say end game, emit, so the game is over, and we show the mines.
Oh.
Let's just see if I can demonstrate.
So end game emit. Okay. So end game emit. And no mines.
Straight this one. So I'll need to open up a little bit, and then I'll need to put a mine. So there should be a mine here. Let's put a flag on this one, and then try to scan, and now it ends the game. So it shows us the mine is actually here. That flag was in the wrong place. And that's it. We now have a fully working Minesweeper game. So if you enjoyed this video and you found it useful, then please leave a like, and I'll see you in the next one.
Oh, we did it! We did it! We finished it! Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We did it, y'all. Okay, let's see how the full game plays. Okay. So as you can see with this game, we have the counter here, we have the timer, it's increasing over time, so let's see if we can complete this. Okay. I put a flag here. Oh. Huh? Interesting. I just like clicked it real quick, and then it shows me, huh. Okay, let's see what happens. 2. Oh, okay. So if so I should only double click on the clear spots. Otherwise, like if I double click on the number, it's gonna help me determine like which one are the mines. Okay. Oh, I boomed it. Okay, try again. That's 3. Oh dear. There's probably a bomb there. Boom. Ah! This game is difficult. 4 there. 1 there. Three there. Okay, so definitely here, here, and here. Wow, that's a lot of bombs already. Okay. 2, 2, 2. Okay. Okay, so there's definitely some bombs here. There's definitely a bomb here. Right. And then there's probably a bomb. 1. Okay. Okay. We're getting through this. Alright. Okay, 2. 1. Oh, this is scary. This is scary. 1, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, there's a sign. Alright. So clearly these are bombs too. So all 4 of these are bombs. Oh! Oh my gosh, y'all. Would I be able to complete my first ever Minesweeper game? Who knows? 1. Okay, so clearly these 3 are bombs because it's 3 there. For this one though, yeah, I feel like I can't risk it because the bomb is within the quadrant here. Bombs so close to each other. So that one, okay. Oh, there's a lot of bombs here. Okay, I gotta be careful. Oh, baby. There's 5 of them here. Okay, we are staying away from this area. Oh, baby. Okay, 1. Okay. So it's within the vicinity. I have a feeling it's here. Like, that's a close call. Like, somewhere around there. Oh, no! Okay, I did get it correct with this one. Yeah, there was definitely a... Okay. Oh yeah, I was correct here. And there's... Alright then. We finally did it, y'all. We completed Minesweeper finally. Thank you all so much for coming by and hanging out. We finally did it. And I wanted to say my announcement real quick. So, starting in December, I will be on hiatus. I'm actually going to be going overseas for some vacation time to see family. So I'm actually going to be in Asia in December. So it's very exciting, but that means I won't be able to stream at all in December. However, that means I want to do something special for the next couple of weeks till the end of November. I have some ideas that I'm thinking of, and I've been meaning to collaborate with my nullptr live group members for a while, so I want to collab with them. It's been a long time coming, and I feel like, you know, before I go on hiatus, I should spend time streaming with them. So keep an eye out on that. But for now, I'm thinking that the Godot projects will be on pause for a little bit because of said hiatus, and I want to celebrate with you guys for the next couple of weeks. So every Monday there's going to be something happening, and hopefully I can do something for Fridays too, depending on people's availability. But yeah, thank you all for being part of the Nethyr Learns Godot series thus far. I hope to recontinue it in the new year. It's just that right now I think I need a little break. I want to spend time with friends and loved ones, my family, and just really have some fun for the next couple of weeks till vacation happens. Because when vacation happens, I probably can't really be in touch with that many people because I'm gonna be literally touching grass and nature. I'm very excited for that because I'm gonna be more in touch with my heritage over that vacation. So it's gonna be a bit of a pilgrimage for me too. So I'm very excited, and I definitely need that kind of break right now. So yeah, thank you all for coming by. And for those on Twitch, we should actually find someone to raid. So let me go ahead and do the continue. Let me go to my chatting section real quick. We did it! I'm so happy. That took way too long. Honestly, I did not expect Minesweeper to be such a journey. Like 6 streams just to get through Minesweeper, to even make the game. That is a lot. And we actually did it. So I'm patting my back for that one. That one was definitely like a challenge for me, and I feel like I've learned so much from that. But let me see here. If there's any recommendations on who we should raid, please let me know. I see my friend Lane. Oh, Lane is trying to fix a Godot engine issue? Okay. Okay, I think if Lane is working on Godot, it makes sense for us to visit Lane. Alright, so here is the little message. Nethyr and their netizens are raiding. So that would be our little message. Make sure to copy that, please. And then we're gonna say hello to Lane, okay? Okay, let's see. Do I remember how to raid? I don't know. I'm kind of shy about raiding. I'm shy about a lot of things, but the next couple weeks, I'm gonna try to get out of my shyness. Okay, so we're gonna go to Stream Manager. We are going to raid the friend. We are going to raid friend. Okay, let's see how Lane is doing. Search and filter. Oh, it's muted. Okay, I can't hear her.
Their money back, and they have to like get more sales, and you know there's.
Okay, yeah, Lane is gonna be quite busy for a while. So we are going ahead and start the raid. Be sure to give Lane much love. She is so sweet and so smart too. So yeah, let's go ahead and raid Lane. And I just want to say thank you all again so much for supporting me. Thank you for being part of my VTuber journey thus far. It really means a lot. Next week I will have a stream on Monday. I'm not so sure if I will stream on Friday. Friday might actually be a guerrilla stream depending on how I feel by the end of the week, because work is work. Sometimes I get tired. So, yeah. And with that, good night, netizens. And again, be sure to treat Lane well, okay? Good night.